Hi, dearest. How are you? Dana, can you hear me? Hi. hmm Hi. Body Love, BODYLOVE. You're welcome. All righty. Bye bye. No, her name is Dana. Why am I having a problem with this today? Here I am, dearest. How are you? There you are. How are you? How are you? You okay? I see you.
Yeah.
Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, yeah. So we're just waiting for everyone to come in. But one of the things that we like to do is I like to come on a half hour early, so
Okay.
we could just do a mini meet and greet. And if there's any question, comments, or concerns, it gives us an opportunity to address them at that time. hmm
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So other than that, all is good. And then let me see. Where's my share? I've been playing it, and I cut it off. And now where did I put it? And so I was just putting on so those that come in, they don't have to hear us.
Mhm.
I was looking, where did I put it? Okay, let me go back and find it. Our marketing um, presentation that has gone out, and it's on our website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I am doing really well. It's been a busy day for me because of all the other projects I'm working on as well. And then I'm in seminary school. I'm taking a course, and everything is required today.
Mm.
I
Wow.
said, okay, okay, I can do that. And so that's what I've been doing.
I hear you.
Okay. Hello. Oh boy. One second. Okay, so let me let our other guests in. One second. Stop that. There we go. Okay. Where did they go? Okay, so I guess they're going to come back in. I don't see them now to let them in. But yeah, so all is well. Just been busy. And then what I'm doing too is a young lady from France reached out to me. She is the founder of Pavilion Afriques, which is part of the Cannes Film Festival.
Okay.
And 2 years ago, she had an opportunity to build out a platform for the African continent and the African diaspora in reference to film industry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in 2019, she did very, very well. And of course, last year threw off everything. And
Mhm.
she was actually going to give up this year. And I told girl,
Mm.
give up. You're not going to get that space back next year. After 2 years, no.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're doing a digital film festival. And so the premise behind this is we're inviting African diaspora film festivals to come in under its own relationship as a film festival. So they can
Okay.
bring their top winners, five of their top winners in their festival, into this festival.
Okay.
And it's because she has a lot of buyers and distributors that come to the of course, as can. They're there anyway. So they
Yeah.
come into her segment of the festival looking for content.
Okay.
So this is an excellent opportunity for the diaspora, the marginalized. Now we can be in the center of discourse, especially now with everything that's going on. So
Yes.
I'm helping her with that. And I'm just pulling out everybody I know. I'm going, baby, would you help me? Could you help me here? So I'm just pulling everybody in right now.
I
It's
hear
like,
you. I hear you.
but we're going to pull it off, and it's going to be digital, and it's going to be cute. And again, here in the New York area, there's a large African continent community.
Mm-hmm.
So there,
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to draw from them, and just everybody I know from the magazine side, it's easy to pull people in. So now it's just the organizational aspects of it. And because it's never been done in this capacity before,
Okay.
trying to get people to understand what is happening. But it's so heartwarming to see how the diaspora is coming together and go, yeah, what can we do to help her?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the complete opposite of what we always hear about us.
Yes.
We don't
Yes.
work together. We ain't. Listen, I have not gotten a no from no one.
That's
No one
beautiful.
has
That's
said
a
no.
blessing. That's a
It
blessing.
really is. Matter of fact, one of the young ladies that was, she was in one of my daughter's films,
Mm-hmm.
and she is coming forward and said, "What can I do to help?" Another young lady that Dana, she had directed one of her theater plays.
Mm-hmm.
She's Alicia Joy Powell, who is in the Black Messiah.
Gotcha.
She wants to know, what else can I do? She's going to do a workshop, but is there anything else I can do? So people are just coming forth and just giving their hearts and their time. And it's really a blessing. It's exciting too, because this is a clear indication that we have to stop taking that mindset that what we don't do and look at the capacity building, how we do, if
Yes.
given opportunity, if given
Yeah.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited about that. It's tiring because we've got 7 hours between she and I. So for
Mm.
us to communicate is a big challenge, and then what needs to be done, because her event is in July. And
Okay.
then with me being the president of the Pan African Chamber of Commerce, we're having a virtual conference in June.
Gotcha.
So we're talking about 2 weeks apart from
Oh,
each other.
wow.
Like, yeah. So I can say I'm a little busy.
Just a little bit. Just a
That's a
little
little
bit.
bit.
That's
Yeah.
all.
So
That's all.
share with me, what do you do throughout the day? What are some of your objectives throughout the day?
Really just working with individuals and business owners, looking at what they're doing now. How can I assist them in making sure that their future is financially sound?
Hmm.
Kind of walking through the steps, creating different strategies to just not only educate them, but also see how I can help, families and friends as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And I know it's a big challenge for you right now. I can imagine.
Yes,
I
yes.
can imagine. Wow. 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 So yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's me coming back in. Let me come back out. Okay. Test, test. Okay. I want to just make sure I'm not getting a feedback from me.
So where are you going to school at?
Um, yeah, I am getting a feedback. Let me come out of here. I'm to Alliance Seminary.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's on Washington Ave
Mhm.
downtown. Yeah. And but all my classes are online.
Okay. Good.
It's
Good.
like, yeah, which makes it nice. But that challenge with online classes, they expect that rotation to be even faster than if you're in class. Well,
Yes.
anyway, but it's keeping me busy. My daughter loves it because it keeps me out of her hair. When you're retired, you do have time on your hands, you
I've
know.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
Yeah, you have also. I understand what retirement is. You're supposed to rest and enjoy life. You can rest, but if you're ADD or and hyper, it's like, okay, what else can I do then? It's like you run out of
Mhm.
time.
Yes,
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. So this is fun. So that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, 2:45. So thank you so much for being with us. These are we're it's really interesting how our organization evolved. Like I shared, it came through LinkedIn, and the
Mhm.
evolution has been really remarkable. And the our board director, and she's a director of multiple levels. She's going to be on. She's in California. That's the biggest thing. Now that is the other challenge, trying to coordinate time to make it work for everybody.
Yes, that is true. That
You
is true.
know, because half of the board is in California and the other half is here on the East Coast. And it's like,
Okay.
okay, so what's a compatible time? So we try to schedule like their lunch, we can do something for them. Our
Mhm.
evening is, so it's just really a
Yeah,
evolution of how we're going to make this work, but we make it work. So
exactly. So no
mhm.
9 a.m.
No,
morning.
no, no, we don't do 9 a.m.s. The West Coast will go, excuse me, you are by yourself.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
It's like now tomorrow's our last of our series of the Woman Womb series, which is every Saturday, and
Mhm.
that's at 11 o'clock our time. And Ronnie goes,
Mm.
11 o'clock your time? She goes, do you know what time? Yes, I do, dear. Sorry, I needed it to be 11 o'clock. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. So that's a big challenge for the ladies to show up, but it'll be fun. We're going to be talking
Yeah.
about fitness for women over 50.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about that. How we deal with from. So it's fit, fine, and fabulous.
Oh, I like that. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. Fit, fine, and fabulous after 50. So we have one of my dear friends. She's a fitness enthusiast, and she lives in Florida, and she films herself at the gym and doing walks and
Oh,
just
wow.
motivating things that she's been doing for the last couple of years, even before COVID. And then another young lady, she has just created a skincare um, company, and is
Mhm.
basically for those that have problem skin, and it pays close attention to the mature skin care for women. When we start losing the hormones and everything, the skin structure
Okay.
starts to shift. So she's going to be talking about that. We have Ronnie, who's our board member. She is actually a referee,
Mm.
has been for over 20 years. So we're going to talk about, well, what does that mean?
Yes,
Because I know
exactly.
that means you could run up and down
Exactly.
the court 20 years ago, but it may not be easy now. What are the challenges and the
Yeah.
opportunities? My background is really fitness. I have over 20 years in the fitness industry. And so
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about being a personal trainer into yoga and
Mhm.
that evolution of fitness and what's that like. Okay, here's Ronnie now. Hey sweetie, we're on. Why? Okay, I'm gonna send it to you text. I'm gonna text it to you. All right. So I don't know what the problem is with the poor thing. She can't get on. Not a problem. We'll just send it to you this way. So yeah, so we're just going to end the our series with fun,
Okay.
just fun, just hang out and be silly. Okay, invite text. See, Ronnie, I'll send it to everybody.
How's the weather there?
It's gorgeous. Well, Jersey and New York, we don't get too much of a difference, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
office is nice and warm right now.
Is it too warm? Is it because of the weather or
I like it warm.
oh, do
So,
you? Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the weather is making it warm.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be nice like over the weekend. We're supposed to get rain one day and then it's going to drop a little, but finally we're getting some spring weather,
Mm.
which I'm really appreciating because
Yeah,
this
that'll be
cold
nice.
was cold this year. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just challengingly cold. Okay, come on, Ronnie, because I know Ronnie's one of those people when I get on, she's already there waiting for me. So I know she's freaking out right now.
Oh, gotcha.
She's one of those people, she's always early. Let me see. see, make sure Elise has got it. Okay, so excuse me 1 minute. I need to go into Eventbrite and bring people in.
Okay.
I have to set that up. All right, I'll be right back. Hi, dearest. How are you? How are you? Ronnie? Ronnie? Hi, Elise. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good, 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 good. So we're waiting for Ronnie to come in. She's having her and the other two guests, and I don't know why she's having a problem. She's never had a problem before.
I was kind of, I had some issue to sign also. So
Did you really? What did it tell you?
They were saying I need some authentication, something like that. So I did at least 4 times.
Wow. What's
Yes, and
up with that?
I don't know, and I have to log from my Facebook account. Yes, it took me at least 15 minutes at least to join you guys.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder what's going on. Well, they always have these new security things, and
Yes,
they don't tell you it's coming through. They just do it.
Yes, that's true.
So
Loretta, I didn't
yes.
receive the bio of Dana, I think. I did not receive anything from that.
Well, it's on that sheet I sent you. That 2-page sheet is all everybody's bio.
Wait. Maybe I didn't see. Okay.
It should be the second page at the top. She's the first one because she's going to be speaking first. If not, I can resend it to you.
Resend it to me just so that I don't waste time.
Okay.
But I don't see it. So
okay, no problem. I'll send it to you now.
Thank you. Hi, Dana. She's focused.
Yeah.
She can hear us?
Right. Yeah, she can hear us. She was on. She's still at the workplace, so that might be the case for her.
Oh, okay.
Where'd she go? She just wanted to come on.
So did you send me the same link for Zoom?
I'm getting ready to send it now. Someone just wanted to come on. I need to bring them in. It's Safia. Where'd she go? So I can bring her in. There she is. Hi, Safia. How are you? Can you hear yet? Okay. Okay, there's Ronnie, finally. I know she's freaking out. I was Ronnie, hi. Ronnie, hello, Ronnie.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh,
There you are.
Lord. Girl, I was having a time getting in.
Yeah, Elise was too. So it must be something a new something they put on.
Well, it said that I had to join with put my email and my password. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the password for the meeting, but they wanted my own Zoom password. So I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's why I was sending everyone the information directly. So you wouldn't have to go through that. Hello, greetings. How are you?
Good afternoon, Sister Loretta.
How you doing?
Good.
Good, 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 good. And we will start momentarily. We have 5 more minutes. We'll start at 3:01 just to give people an opportunity to come in. Alicia, I'm getting ready to send you the information again. Bear with me and I'll send it right now. And I'm so glad, ladies, you were able to be with us today. Thank you so very much for your time. But more important, thank you so much for your expertise, because it is critical, viable, and important in this season we are going through. And everyone is going through a season.
Okay, Loretta.
Yes, dear.
How are you?
I'm well.
One of our panelists can't get in either.
Okay, so what I'm going to do,
Janaea.
one second. What I am going to do, I need to send this to Elise. Okay, Elise, I'm sending it to you via your email now.
Yes, I'm there in front.
Okay, wonderful. And then what I'd like for you to do, Ronnie, if you would give me her phone number, I'll send it to her. What's her phone number?
Okay. Hold on just a second. Oh, shoot. Okay, 310
310
386
386
01
01
34.
34. Okay, great. If anybody else asks you, I did send the information to you, so double check your text. And send it through her text, through your text too.
Okay.
Can't have too much information, that's for sure. Okay, I just sent it to her.
Okay, she said, what's the login, please?
Body Love, BODYLOVE. Okay, ladies, so we are excited about today. We're getting ready to go in about another 3 minutes. We're waiting for our other guests to come on. We are excited because our founding board member, Ms. Ronnie Savage, she's also director of our West Coast region, and she's director of our Urban Girls Suburban Swirl initiative, and she's my ace boom coon, my right hand, and I know if do or die, that's my ride or die. Ronnie's my ride or die. I know that no matter what happens, she got my back, and we're grateful. She will be welcoming us. She will introduce Alice, who is also one of our board of trustees members, a prolific woman globally in regards to the work she does globally. And when I say globally, Miss Thing has got it going on. That's somebody you need to stay in touch with. I'm just saying, stay in touch. She will go forward. Dana, you will be going first. You have 15 minutes. Safia, you're next. You have between 7 to 10. Cynthia has, how many, was it 7? 7 minutes. And then Joe, I don't want to mispronounce her name.
Janaea.
She has 7. So that's the category.
Okay.
We're going to open it up to Q&A after that. And let's just chop it up. Everything is organic, and let's encourage each other. Now, what's happening with this, we'll also be posting this on our YouTube page and on our website, and we'll make a copy so you can have it for your documents as well. So we're really excited about this because, of course, this gives us documentation that as we move forward and do other things, we have proof we're doing a business. We're about our business. We're about it. We're about it. So when we start begging, don't say you ain't got it. We beg well. We beg for a purpose.
Okay. One quick question.
Yes, dear.
Sweetie. Cynthia, where is she? Is she on?
You mean here? No, she's not here yet. We're waiting for her to come through. So text her. Just text her the information I just text you.
Okay. And you said you wanted me to welcome in Elise?
No, yes. I want you to do the welcome address. Did you see so we didn't read the letter I sent yesterday afternoon, huh? Okay.
I'm looking. Okay.
No problem. Okay. So this is what we're going to do.
Okay.
I think you got it?
I just see Ronnie introduces Elise.
Okay, that's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make the introduction to you then.
Okay. Let me find Oh, Lord, the Zoom is not cooperating today.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
So how do you pronounce for Cynthia? Is Cynthia Agu?
Ronnie.
Huh? Excuse me.
Cynthia's last name. Could you pronounce it, please?
Agu.
Agu. Okay. Agu.
Okay, so could you get on? Because it's 3:01. We're getting ready to roll. I'll give her another minute.
Okay, I'm not.
It's not a problem. She's got time to come in. She has about.
She says she's trying the link.
Send her.
I just
the
and
text.
it keeps putting the body love. It keeps making it 2 words.
Okay. So do you want me to send it to her? Ronnie, do you want me to send it to her?
Yeah, you could, but it, like I said, I'm trying to put, I sent the link, but when I'm telling her the password, it's making it 2 words.
Well, just tell her to make it 1 word. Just put in
Yeah,
parentheses.
I did 1 word.
Hi, Tina. How are you? Oh, you came in early. Tina, how are you? And there's Cynthia. Cynthia's in now.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Okay, so ladies, are we ready? Are we good?
1 more person we're missing.
Okay, well, we're going to have to move forward. She'll be coming on.
Okay.
Hi, how are you? Good afternoon, and thank you so much for being with us. I am Loretta Green Williams, founder of Women of Concern Professionals and Strategic Conscious Networking. That's WOCPSEN. Yes, it is a large acronym, but once you remember it, you will know it for life. That's the ambition behind that. We want to thank you so much for being with us for Women's History Month, and we want to honor young business women as they move forward and take up the banner that us old gals will have to leave behind. And we are honored that we have such wonderful, powerful young women to take our place. I'm just excited. I'm excited and I'm just thrilled that these powerful young women are coming forth with strength, with dignity, with determination. I'd like to introduce to you our director of the JazzyJZ. This is the JazzyJZ discussion. And the JazzyJZ is our mentoring program for women 35 and under as we pass on our wisdom to others. And we want to do that in the capacity of love and respect. Ronnie, take it away.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies. It is so wonderful to see all the beautiful women here today. You look fabulous. And our JazzyJZ, what we do is, like Loretta was saying, we pass the torch on to the women that are coming behind us. We want to keep them going. We want to keep them motivated. And we want them to pass the torch behind them and bring up as well the rear. So I would love to tell you about some wonderful young ladies that I've had the honor of being with in the JazzyJZ, and that's Cynthia Agu. She is one of our pharmacists to be coming up. She's in a graduate program at CAC. Also, we will have hopefully Janae Scales on this afternoon, and she is an entrepreneur coming up as well. She just launched her hair care products. These women are just fabulous. I'm so proud of them. They are aspiring to do great things, and they will be able to pass the torch on to the women coming behind them. So with that, Elise, how are you? Oh, we can't hear you, Elise. You're muted.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's quite all right.
I'm very, I'm very happy to be there to share this moment with all these wonderful women, especially these young professional businesswomen, especially at this critical time with the COVID-19. So, and I think to have this kind of discussion is really bringing some free value to see what kind of challenges that, so they are facing and how do they overcome that. So it's a very exciting time for me just to be there and to hear what they have to say, and especially to see their background, where they have been accomplishing. So it's a great honor for me to be there today.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, Elise, we'd like to introduce our very first, our inspirational speaker. She will inspire us to move forward. We're
So,
excited.
so
Dana Palmer is a wonderful woman, and Elise, go ahead. She's our MC for this afternoon.
it's a pleasure. So our first speaker is Dr. Dana Palmer, who is a wonderful, accomplished woman. She's a community-focused financial advisor with 20 years of experience in corporate finance, with a PhD in organizational leadership. Dr. Dana's wealth of knowledge is in working with businesses and even individuals to establish goals in order to put strategy in place. So welcome, Dr. Dana.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much. So it is.
Thank you for being here.
No problem. It is truly an honor to be here today with other professional business women. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what I did as far as I actually changed the career in the midst of a pandemic and all the different things that I went through and just the thought process of that. So just the other week, I was sitting at my desk reflecting on different habits that I had created as I was in the process of developing my business. In the new world of COVID, I realized I was beginning to become comfortable. I had created daily habits that I knew would not fully benefit me or my business in the future. My realization was I was getting comfortable with doing the same thing day in and day out and using the pandemic as an excuse. In this virtual world, even though I've been very successful in creating new networks and using multiple social media platforms, I was leaning too heavily on that virtual. We still live in a world of emotions, a need for personal touch and connections. And that was becoming distant in my daily routine. So I knew my habits I had created was not me. But sometimes we get into places of comfort and security that makes it difficult to create a way through. Developing your strength for a post-COVID world must involve times of reflection and action inquiry. In order to move forward, I had to first take a step back. Reflecting on past situations and actions, I began to ask myself, why am I here? How do I move forward? How can I lean on someone, or who can I lean on to help me? What other circumstances have I been in that I can use as guidance? What if I did something outside my comfort zone? And why not start now? So I began to journal and ask myself the following questions. What are 3 positive things I can do today? What is one area I can improve upon? What are 2 things I can do better or change today? How will I celebrate small wins? Who has been in my shoes that I can learn from? What if I could not fail? What would that look like? So as I was reflecting on my situation, 3 words came to mind: creative, collaborative, and consistent. In everything I've done previously, those 3 words have always guided me. My purpose, and is my strength I draw from as we prepare for the post-COVID world. To give you a little backstory about me, I've always been in financial services field 20 years started out in healthcare, from accounting assistant to director of finance. I was always one of those geeks that just loved numbers, but I was never considered the typical financial professional. I can recall entering a meeting full of medical professionals and just sitting down. Everyone looked at me because I was not invited to the meeting. The concerns on some of their faces was, oh, why is Dana here? What did we do? The matter of the fact was, I just wanted to learn. My goal then, as it is still today, is creating a space of curiosity. I was there to learn from, and that they can also learn from me. So I was looking to be collaborative. My goal was for joining the program joining the meeting was to network with other outside professionals outside of the center of my influence. So walking into that meeting was going outside the norms, learning and engaging in others' spaces, finding ways to collaborate and following through with consistent actions. Now, I'm not saying just start opening doors and sitting in everyone else's meetings. But for that instance, as the financial executive for that program, and based on the relationships I developed with staff, I knew which places I could freely walk into and have the ability to learn and contribute effectively. So from a young age, I knew my purpose in life was to help others. But it was not until a few years ago that I fully understood what that meant or looked like. As I stated earlier, I've always been in the financial services and enjoyed math. But also through my career, I started a nonprofit focusing on building up the community and addressing the needs of residents. I've spoken on Capitol Hill, as well as executive budget meetings on behalf of senior community residents. I even ran for public office twice. As I moved up the corporate ladder of finance, I always knew I had a stopping point. I knew my place was not to be a chief financial officer. So knowing yourself and your limits are very important, because if you look at my resume, you would assume that was always my next step. However, it was during the time of growing within my church and developing a financial literacy program that I began to understand my true purpose and passion. As you go through your life and career, you will encounter many challenges and obstacles that may try to derail you. Creating, defining, and consistently focusing on your personal brand will help you get through those times. Your personal brand begins with your social media, resume, how you present yourself. It is who you are, what you stand for, the values you embrace, and the way in which you express those values. As you build your personal brand and prepare for a post-COVID world, these 3 C's will not just help you grow into your purpose, but will help guide you. So number 1, creative. Are you creating a space of curiosity and innovation? How you define this is different than how someone else may define it. Remember, it's not about coloring outside the lines, but creating your own personalized masterpiece. When creating a space of curiosity, be aware that the way you ask a question yields different results and can lead you in different directions. I always try to focus on open-ended questions when I try and solve a problem. So when thinking about questions such as who, what, where, when, how, also add what if and why not. Be collaborative. Who can you collaborate with in order to obtain a different perspective and expand your personal reach? Find a mentor, join a networking group, or start your own. Consistency. Consistency is key. It's what you're known for. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, which is true. But also remember that people are watching and developing perceptions based on your daily actions. So consistency is what you're known for, as you make lasting impressions. Developing strength for the years ahead may entail more virtual interactions than in person. However, understanding your purpose, walking in your power, and creating your personal brand should always be creative, collaborative, and consistent.
Thank you, Dana, for this wonderful presentation and for sharing your story. I can say like all what you said truly related with what I've done in the past and what I learned, especially now, I mean, over the years, is truly to get out of your comfort zone and also to be out there to enrich your network, because your network is your network. So, and the fact people need to be hungry and to be to need to take risk. I mean, because otherwise, you will never learn your capabilities to go even further. So, and what you said just exemplifies exactly, I would say like the mindset of being an entrepreneur, especially as a woman. And now with this new change with the COVID-19, everything is digital. So you have to upscale, I mean, to change your game and, try something new. And most of the time people are kind of like, they don't want to, or maybe they are scared. So what you just said truly is very inspiring for others. And I hope like, whoever is listening to us will take example from that and go for it. Because, in life, if you don't take risk, you will never know what you can do. So it's very important, like, to have some young women like you, like, who has the courage to take the next step and being successful in what they do today. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
So our next speaker will be Safia Nurse. Hello, Safia. Safia?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I was scared 1 minute. I said, where is she? So welcome, Safia. Welcome, Safia. So Safia is a real estate partner of the GNN Group located in Notania, in Georgia. She has attended Catherine Jeeps Business School and studied at the Art Institute of Atlanta. Safia is also the CEO at AZ Design and with Pro Website Development. Welcome, Safia.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure to be here today to speak to everyone in regards to COVID and the things that I do. That is correct. I am the co-partner at the GNN Group, as well as the owner of Easy Design Pro and Fashion and Financial Gems. So to be quite honest with you, I went to school for fashion, real estate, and management. And although fashion is where my heart is, and that is my passion, during COVID, I decided to reinvent myself. So I knew the importance of just continuing to develop myself. When I was in fashion, as I said, I loved it, but it wasn't really generating the income necessarily that I needed. So I had to pivot. And I think that is a key factor for young women today. It is important that you understand who you are and what it is you bring to the table, and dive deep to see what it is that you enjoy doing. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be a successful realtor in Atlanta, Georgia. But it was me diving in and really understanding myself. I understood that I love to help people. And I also understood that it was a joy to know someone wanted something and I could help them bring that to fruition, right? So with those things in mind, although real estate wasn't the first thing that popped into my mind, so many people said, have you ever considered being a realtor? And I said to myself, not really. But that's where that pivot came into place. That came into play because I had all of the qualities that would make a good real estate agent. And for the young ladies out there, I want you to dive deep within yourselves to see exactly what are your qualities that you bring to the table. Because if there is something that you desire to do or are passionate about, And, you know, maybe in the COVID world, the present time that we're in, it's not necessarily working out for you. You have the ability to pivot. And it is important that we understand that. So I went ahead and I took the test. I studied, I did it virtually because that was the world that we were in. We were in a virtual world and I did it. And I passed. And with that being said, I now have a team and individuals that I look to for mentorship. And that's another key thing that I want to point out. Young ladies being able to reach out and say that they need guidance, they need assistance, because there is a community and a network of women.
Oops. Oh. Safia, we can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. So I was saying that it is important for women and young ladies to reach out to their network, because there is a plethora of women out there that have been where you are and have experienced possibly what you may be going through, and they can give you the guidance that is necessary for you to be successful. I always say that you know, your network is your net worth, and if someone has been down that road, there's no need for you to make the same mistake. If someone has been there and done that, they can share that information with you. So with pivoting and being able to reach out to your network, the last tip that I would give these young ladies out here is to don't stay where you are, but jump. Take that leap of faith, because you have what it takes to be successful. You know, you have it within you. And it's for you to tap into those things and bring it outwardly, because there's no limit. There's no limit, only the limitations that we place on ourselves. So as a young mother, a single mom, I know that it is possible for young ladies to be successful and to just really drive and push on through. And you yourself will be able to help others on their journey to success.
Thank you so much. I love what I just heard. I mean, it's, you know, when you hear this kind of story, when women, you know, testify about, you know, their own experience, it gives you even more drive to say, okay, they do that, they did that, so I can do it too. And I think myself, you know, as you can see with my French accent, you know, I can hear, you know, I've begun from scratch, and I have to, of course, overcome a lot of challenges. And some people tell me I couldn't do anything, or maybe because of, you know, my accent, where I'm coming from. But, you know, the moment, you know, you realize, you know, your potential, and it's very important that even people who drag you down, you still have to, don't take in a negative way. They have to be the one who's going to help you to bring the best out of yourself.
That's
because
right.
you know, people, whenever people, you know, try to say you can do that, you have to prove them wrong. So you can do and show them,
That's
you know,
right.
your capability. So it's supposed to be like a kind of like a motivation for yourself, but
That's right.
for others, to show like, you know, anyone can stop you. The moment you decided to do whatever you want to do, you will make it, no matter what. So
No
this
matter
is
what.
yes. And keep, I mean, the drive. And I mean, if you're faithful, like, you know, don't hesitate to ask for help, to find a mentor, to be surrounded by the right people, because sometimes, you know, we tend to be shy, don't want to ask, you know, so, but it doesn't cost you anything. The worst you can have is going to be no, you know, so, and what? You keep going.
Move on. Yes.
Yeah.
Move on. Though brings you. Yes.
So thank you so much for your wonderful testimony, and I hope everyone, you know, especially the young ladies listening to us to this afternoon, they will be inspired and say like, you know, yes, let me do something like that. And, you know, if all these women can do that, you know, I can do it too. So don't limit yourself, just keep going.
That's right. That's right.
Now, our next speaker will be JL. So I don't know if I pronounce very well. So if it's not, I'm sorry about that. So Jay, are you there? Is Jay present?
Yes, Jay is. All she has to do is unmute herself. Hi, Jay.
I hear. There we are.
Hi,
Yes,
Jay.
sorry, I had to unmute myself.
I'm always scared like to be by myself. Welcome,
Thank you.
Jay. It's a pleasure to have you today. So let me introduce you to our audience. So JL is a law artist and natural curator. She's founder of an LLC with 20 years of experience in styling hair. Jay began to take greater interest in how to properly care for and nurture natural hair. She's dedicated to natural hair curation and appreciation that includes consulting and styling. JL has also created her own line of all natural hair care and stimulations products. Welcome, Jay. So tell us a little bit more, I mean, about, so what you have been doing, especially with this post-COVID time. So how do you handle the situation, so how is your business right now?
Business is doing great. What was the catapult for me was definitely COVID, because as you stated, I've always had a passion for hair, always been styling hair, but that was on the side of having at least 2 jobs at a time. And when COVID came, I actually had 3 jobs when COVID hit, and I lost all 3 jobs when COVID hit. And so it put me at a fork in the road where it was like, okay, you have all this potential that you have been sitting on, that you have been blaming your job from keeping you away from launching. And now you don't have any need to create something for yourself, because you never want to be stuck in a position again where all of your income and your livelihood depends on someone else, you building someone else's dream. So now here's the time, you have the time to sit down and really hash out how you're going to launch your own dream. And that's what I did. Over the years, I have been taking advice from my clients and things that they wanted to see. They already loved the products that I was coming up with to use on their hair. So I started to package my passion to create J Bless Fingers LLC. We launched recently. We had an amazing launch. We were so grateful for that. And for me, my biggest thing is mistakes. I was afraid to launch or to start because I felt like I had to know all the answers to all the mistakes that could have happened. And it was paralyzing for me. And now that I officially launched, I realized that I have to make mistakes to grow. I need the experience to grow, to be who I want to be, and just, trying to figure out how to get the answers to the mistakes without actually diving in and making them was paralyzing me, and I wasn't moving forward anywhere. So now that I launched and I'm making mistakes, I have mentors who are able to guide me, and I know how to ask the right questions, and I know how to not only ask the right questions, but I love to be a funnel. So when I'm learning these things, I have people who are around me who want to know the answers. My clients want to know, want to know answers to things now, that because I just took that leap of faith during this time where, many of us had to take a fork in the road leap of faith. Now, we're booming, we're thriving, we're doing the things that I've always thought about doing, but having 2 or 3 jobs trying to survive stopped me from doing. Are we there?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. So definitely, as you just said, that COVID-19 for you was the trigger. To change exactly. To get to this new adventure in for your passion that you have always had. And for me, again, when you take this courage to go to this next level where you don't know what's going to happen, but you are taking the risk knowing it's your passion, and so if you don't do it now, so maybe one you will never be able to do it. So, and I salute any woman, especially at this time where there's so many, it's so uncertain, you don't know, but you're still making it in terms of, saying, okay, this is my passion. So maybe it's an opportunity for me now to realize my dream. And, so I take the courage, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. And just that is enough to say, like, you have been strong enough to say, let's do it. And, and obviously, like, things are going pretty well. And hopefully, like, it'll continue like that. There's no reason. So once, you have the passion, and you don't do just for money, because it's very important to understand that, when it comes to passion, yes, of course, you need some money to survive, to live, but at the same time, like, if there's no passion at first, there's no chance for me, that at the end of the day, like, we're still making it being happy about what we are doing, because passion, yes, is good. And at the same time, you have to make sure, like, this embrace everything. You have to enjoy what you do, that, you have time to enjoy your family and making money too. But sometimes when people come at the first, especially when you are young, so first thing you want to do, you want to make money. But, before anything else, it starts with passion. Passion will drive you, to go to the next level, to make some money. But if you don't have the passion and the determination to make it happen, it will never happen. It will never happen in some point, So this is very important, and to take some risk, because if you don't take risk, you never know. So, and this is it's a very important key. And as I always say, like, your story, tell who you are. So for your achievement, so for all the women so far we've been talking, like, so that truly for me reflects who you are, so, and you will build up a legacy based on your own story. And this is very important to share this kind of legacy and your story, so that other women will be, especially the young ladies, they will be inspired and follow our steps. So thank you again for sharing your story, and I appreciate all of these women who are there today. And as I said, like, hopefully that will help more young ladies to brand themselves.
Absolutely. So, yes, the ultimate goal behind it is empowerment. And, COVID empowered me to take that first step, and I educate and I empower women on how to care for themselves naturally, which was always a passion for me. So I get to combine two passions into one.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Jay. So our next speaker will be Cynthia Agu. Cynthia, are you there?
I am. Thank you, everyone, for having me. Thank you, Ronnie, for telling me about this and actually inviting me to speak. So my journey, I'm sorry?
So I would like to introduce you, and so that you can tell more about your story.
Yeah.
So Cynthia Ngu is currently pursuing her doctorate degree in pharmacy at Keck Graduate Institute in Claremont, California. Cynthia is a graduate of California State University, Long Beach, with a degree in healthcare administration. One of her main passions is women empowerment and community enrichment. In 2018, Cynthia held her first women's empowerment branch in Los Angeles, California. Congratulations. So you can go ahead. You can share.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, my journey was a bit of a long one. Actually, I'm still in the journey as we speak, but so I actually started off at California State University, Sacramento. And that's where I started my college experience. I was actually had a major in healthcare administration there. I was there for about 2 years before my program actually got impacted. And they were telling me that I would have to wait another 2-3 years before I can actually get in the major. So I was like, oh no, absolutely not. So that prompted me to transfer to Cal State Long Beach. And the funny thing is, when I transferred to Cal State Long Beach, I had already applied. I went to to talk to a counselor, and the counselor told me, "Oh, we get 2,000 applicants, every single year. There's no way you will get in. There's no way you'll possibly get in." And he's like, "Just try next year." And I was very discouraged, but luckily I already applied. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then lo and behold, I did get in. I was able to get in there. So that's another thing about, it's always never listen to other people when they tell you you can't do something. I would say always try first. And if you don't get in, you don't get in, but at least you know you have no regrets. So from Cal State Long Beach, I graduated with a degree in healthcare administration. I was excited. I went into the field and I hated it. I felt like I wasn't making enough impact on a patient, on a day-to-day basis, interacting with patients. And that's mainly what I wanted. I was in the office all day. And I remember I would look outside and I would just see the beautiful sunny day, and I would feel like, I feel like I'm in prison. I'm just sitting in this office in this one cubicle all day. This is just not me. So then I did take that leap, and I did decide to change my major, to quit actually and go pursue pharmacy. Because with pharmacy, I did have an interest in medicine. I did have an interest in impacting, our community on a day-to-day basis. So I had to go back and take all of my science classes. So it took me about 2 years to do those science classes. But in that time, I was able to dive deep into my passions. And that's where I was able to do the Women's Empowerment Bunch. Because I was just able to kind of see like, what do I love? What brings me happiness? And how can I, in the position that I am right now, give back to the community? And I was able to fund my own Women's Empowerment Brunch and host it. And I was able to, get amazing panelists like Ronnie on the event with me. And that whole experience just taught me, this is what I love to do. This is what brings me happiness, right? Giving back to others and being able to impact others. So the reason I did the Women's Empowerment Brunch is because, like, I'm surrounded by such amazing women. Like, and there's so many other women that need guidance. Like, why not bring us all together and let's just talk. Let's talk and let's spread our network, right? We're all successful women, older and younger, and let's just mix our network together. And let's continue to do this and continue to spread wider and wider and wider. So I did that, and then I decided to apply to Keck Graduate Institute and a couple of other pharmacy schools as well. And I just ultimately decided to pursue Keck. And when I tell you my journey to pharmacy was easy, it wasn't easy because I didn't put in the work, but it was easy because it was a purpose. I felt like when things are your purpose, it comes easy to you. And it's something that just falls into place. And I felt like my journey to pharmacy fell into place. Like everything aligned for me to be there. And in regards to COVID, I felt like this is a great time for any healthcare person. As speaking as someone in pharmacy, I got the opportunity to give the vaccine, right? I got the opportunity to educate people on the vaccine and see the disparities. Because right now in the Black community, there's a mistrust. There's a mistrust in medicine. So it's basically challenging, us as a healthcare system. How can we bring back the trust to these communities? Because a lot of them right now are not giving the vaccine. They don't believe in it. So how can we, build that trust again, that they will believe in anything that we do down the line? So I think it's quite an experience, and I'm very, very grateful for it.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, as you just said, it's very important, especially when it comes to this critical time where especially the Black community tend to be very adaptful and, so to get the vaccine. And I see when you have some young ladies like you, trying to motivate them and, they identify themselves more because, we belong to the same community also. That's very important because they can see it's not just like, just about talking, but we have also professionals who are there to support us and also to guide us the best way. So, and I'm amazed to see like, you are still going to school and, having already this kind of mindset, like, about giving back to the community. So I'm excited about what the future holds for you. Obviously, you get a great future in terms of, growing and, sharing your knowledge and empower other young ladies. And in life, I think truly like the more you give back, the more blessing you receive. So and when you start, already having this kind of mentality, and I think all good things can just happen. So and for you because so even you might have some obstacles, but the fact like you are passionate already about helping others. I'm the same, like I hope helping others. I came to as I said, like even in this country I've been doing so many things, empower young men and women, and saying to them like you see you have everything here. Some countries, they don't have anything, and take the opportunity to learn. Don't stay like in a way like, being like limited, so you have everything. So take advantage of that. And if you have the possibility to share your knowledge and do it, so and surround yourself with people who can elevate you, and especially when it comes to our community as Black people, it doesn't matter. We know the issue. There's so many, especially at this time, like So most of the time, I'm very touched to see, like when I look at on the TV, like most people who are more affected are Black people, because sometimes because of the environment, so sometimes also because of lack of education. So it's very important that we get some representation in our community. Strong women, with education, who can also make a difference and change the narrative. So thank you, and I truly hope the best for you.
Thank you. I just have one thing I want to add. So I want to just say that, especially to speaking to the younger women, that your journey, there's no time on it. Right. Yeah. And if you're, it could take 2 years, 3 years, just don't be afraid to, to go for it. And you never know, in those 2-3 years that you're building to your goal, you can experience amazing things. Right. And it's all preparation, things that will prepare you, to get to that goal. And exactly. Then for me in pharmacy, I just want to be able to, like you said, be a representation to let these younger girls know, younger girls and girls my age, that you can be a doctor, right? You can be an engineer, you can be whatever you want. Like, don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like where you came from will dictate where you need to go. So anything is possible.
Exactly. Anything, especially in America. The land of opportunity. So thank you to all speakers. Thank you for sharing your story, your background, and how you change the narrative during this difficult time with the COVID-19 crisis. So it's very inspiring to be there, to listen to you. And as I said, I hope all these young women listen to us now, we'll take example, and if they have some question, I guess we're going to talk about that later, so asking question, how we can help, how we can empower them. So thank you so much. So now I have a special welcome for a wonderful lady called Tina Greenwald, who is the advisor of the C-Suite Network at the C-Suite Network Emeryville in California. Hello, Tina. Welcome.
So I feel like I've been sort of a voyeur of just listening to these amazing women with amazing stories. And so I am very inspired. And Loretta and I got together the other day, and I am a member of this organization called C-Suite Network. And we had a great chat, and she invited me to come and tell just a little bit about what I do, which is, you gals are like way ahead of the game, and you're really on a great trajectory. So I created a program called Mastery Under Pressure. And my background is I'm a psychotherapist by training. And I also work in the business world, taking these skills to companies and executives, and how to actually build the skill. Because you all really, honestly, have so much going for you that you have picked up and that you have learned. And I like to say that good mental health is not a natural sport, it's a learned sport. And wouldn't it be amazing if we could teach people when they're younger and along the way, the actual skills of how to present yourself, your journeys. Again, you have put a lot of things together in terms of building the courage and talking to yourself positively, but the way that I teach it, they're actually, parts of a curriculum. So in order to have a peak performance, because that's really you're already great. And what would it look like if you were actually even better? Because you're right, it is a lifelong journey. I'm a lot older than all of you, and I'm still learning, and I love learning. And once I started out, I always wanted to be a teacher. And just like you, Cynthia, when you said you got to it and you hated it, I actually hated it, but I didn't understand why, really, because I was teaching elementary school, And I'm not very good at bulletin boards, and I really wasn't interested in a lot of the subjects I was teaching. But the truth is I love teaching, but I love teaching about psychology and personal growth, spiritual growth, energy oriented things, all the things that we put together to become a whole person. And so in the course, the way that I teach it, I teach focus, relaxation, dealing with negative self-talk, how to visualize, and dealing with fear. And like I say, it's like a toolbox that you can just pick up and, oh, I'm in this situation, I got to pick up this tool, or I'm going for an interview and I got to pick this up, or I'm teaching other people and I got to pick this up. And the way that you present is you become, again, the model, the role model, where people will say, I want what she has. How did you get that? How did you find it? And so that it is predictable and teachable and replicable. That's really the goal, so that we can impact as many people as we do. We were just talking, I just had a meeting with the C-Suite network right before I came on here. And one of the just profoundly, kind of touched with the killings and, in Atlanta and in Boulder. And we were talking about the guns are the symptom of the problem. They're not the problem. The problem is what drives people to be so desperate. And so my goal is to help and train other leaders, because you all impact a great number of people. So that's just a little bit about what I do and who I am, and happy to kind of share and talk and answer questions. And, how do we do this? How do I do that? How do I deal with, all the stuff that comes up, but really having real skill. I mean, that's the thing that I want to leave you with, that it's great to have a great attitude and courage, but when we're scared to death, it's like, oh my God, now what do I do? So, right. And I don't want you to have to get as old as I am to kind of figure it out. Although you're way ahead of the game, every single one of you.
Thank you so much, Tina, for sharing that. And listen to you, I can see all the wisdom, and I feel like, wow, this lady has so much to teach us. So it doesn't matter how good we are, we always have to learn and to improve ourselves. So it's all about becoming even better, the best version of ourselves. So and when you have like a woman like you who have already all the experiences, so keep learning and saying, okay, she's doing well, but she can do better than this. So how can I do, to help her to get to the next level? Because it's never, even when we think we are good at what we do, there's always something we can improve. So, and to do that, sometimes we don't have the keys, the tools to do that. And this is where I think like you come in, on board, saying like, okay, how you can guide us to the best direction. So, and as I said, it doesn't matter your age, so you still have to learn and to know how to present yourself, so, and not just that, but to be even better, to be the best.
Actually, that is the tagline of my business. It's to make your best better.
Oh, you see?
You're already great.
That is amazing.
I'm taking a course now that I'm absolutely loving on the neuroscience of flow, and I'm back being a student again. And I love it. I love it. And I always get to the point where I say, when I get bored with me, you may not get bored with me, because what I might teach you might be something new, but when I get bored with me, it's time to learn again, time to grow again. And so when you find those passions where you're doing something that it just never ends. You just,
yes, exactly.
And Loretta and I feel exactly the same way. We've been like that because when we met, we were both mothers. And in grad school, we were the older students in the class, but we learn from above, we learn from below, we continue to learn. And that's why this is such a passion of ours, because it was that natural thing to do. And as Cynthia had mentioned before, when something is natural or your passion, it's easy for you to do. I remember going to grad school and people saying, well, how many grad schools are you going to apply to? I said, I'm only applying to one. And they're like, well, you never get in on the first time. I'm like, okay, but I got in. I got in the first time on the first one and the only one that I applied for. So it can be that easy when you have that you take that leap of faith and you're that passionate about what you want to do. It's just that easy, right, Loretta?
Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you so very much for those words of inspiration, Tina, because we definitely need it in these times. We definitely need it. And to all the ladies, you're encouraging my heart as I go forward because it tells us, women of concern professionals and strategic conscious networking, that the JazzyJZ mentoring initiative is for real. It's positive, and we're motivated to go on and to move forward. And that's very exciting when you're pushing those numbers now. You don't get up as quickly as you used to. You don't bounce like you used to. I mean, it's a little challenging, but you keep moving.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm heading for a hip operation on Tuesday, so
Oh, wow.
get that new thing so I can be hiking again and playing tennis again and
Exactly.
doing all the things I love to do. And
How
I'd love to
exciting.
share with you my book. If anybody wants to pick it up, it's on Kindle and you can get it on my website and you can buy it. But it's very logical and specific, and gives real, as I said, real tools. I am a teacher, and so I love to teach these things. You can pick a lot of it up, and the other thing that I want to put out there is I am creating a beta group for this program, the Mastery Under Pressure, which is a 3-month program. There's a lot of some individual stuff. There's weekly group meetings with a maximum of 12 people. And I'm looking for people who are entrepreneurs, people who are leaders, and that have impact with other people, that know other people, that, again, so that we can spread it. So anybody who wants to learn anything more about that, I'll just put my website and my contact information. How's that? All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So thank you so much for all of you. And I would like to give a special thanks to the wonderful lady who has multiple hats, who made today this event possible. So the CEO, the founder of Women of Concern Professional and Strategic Conscious Networking, Loretta.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so very much, Elise. You were wonderful. Thank you so very much for taking that lead for us. Um, to Dana and to Jay and to Cynthia and to Safia. Ladies, thank you so very much. You are such wonderful women, and we know that the entrepreneurship is in wonderful hands. Wonderful hands. We commend you. We want you to know that WOCPSCN is always here for you. We support you and we endorse you. Let us know what we can do to make sure you go to the next level. So then you can become members of WOCPSCN. And when we transition out of here, you got to take our place.
I'm going to jump off to get a bite to eat before
Wonderful. Absolutely. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so very much, Tina.
Pleasure having you today.
Thank you. Thank you. So, ladies, thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day. But is there anybody have any last words before we close out?
Any question?
Go ahead, Saf.
Thank you for the opportunity to connect with other entrepreneurs out there, to connect with young ladies that want to move forward in business and be successful. Definitely myself, my team is here. If anyone wants any additional information or direction, anything that I could share with you, I will be definitely happy to do so. Thanks again, Sister Loretta, for giving me the opportunity to speak.
You're so very welcome. And ladies, what we will do is we'll make sure that all your information is attached to today's event so people can reach out to you, find you, and whatever we can do to promote your business That's what we are here for, to make sure you are successful.
And thank you so much. I mean, I'm so proud of each and every one of these young ladies, Loretta. I mean, this is just fabulous. This has been a fabulous day. Um, the future is bright. The
Yes,
future
it
is
is.
bright.
It is.
Yes.
Yes, it
Thank you,
is.
Dana. You're all so beautiful, and I'm just so proud. Like a proud mama.
Yep.
What can I say?
All y'all my babies now. Y'all
Right.
my
All,
baby.
all of them are babies. We've adopted. We just keep growing. We
That's
just keep
all.
getting more. Thank you.
So thank you so very much. Elise, thank you so very much
Thank
for
you, Elise.
emceeing. You did an outstanding job. We appreciate you. We love you. Of
Oh,
course,
good.
ladies, if you're available tomorrow, I know this is not for your demographics, but come hang out with us anyway, because tomorrow is Fit, Fine, and Fabulous After 50. So you can
Right.
leave, invite your mama, your grandmama, your auntie. You can come hang. You can see what it's going to be like to be fabulous
And and over 50.
over 50.
Fabulous
See what we
over
have to look forward to.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
That's right. So, ladies, thank you so very much. Have a pleasant day. You can reach out to us at wocpscn.com. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on Twitter. Our next event will be this Saturday, tomorrow, the 27th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be the Fit, Fine, and Fabulous After 50. Our next event that will take place that we are very excited about will be in October. We will have a domestic violence and women's health convene, and it is going to be powerful. Of course, the first Saturday in November, our annual Walking in Silence for the Silence Domestic Violence Solidarity Walk. It is our 10th one. We're to our 10th anniversary, so we're excited that we're engaged in that. And we are having a virtual conference in November with the Pan African Chamber of Commerce in South Africa. And next year, we will be traveling to South Africa. So stay with us, ladies, and travel with us. Have a wonderful evening. Be blessed and know that we love you much. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody. Thanks, Elise.
Thank you.